it's Stephen here for Bland Designs, and this is acrylic pouring video number 6, and this time I'm using Floetrol. I have been trying to get cells, you know that. This is the 6th video in my series, and with everything that I've tried up to this point, I have not gotten very good results in terms of cells. Everybody seems to have great results with this stuff. However, I have had a bugger of a time finding this stuff. I have gone on Amazon. I found it on Amazon.ca, but I got a note from them just the other day telling me that the seller of it, third-party seller, was not giving them a shipping date, and so they sort of canceled my order, which is fine. I phoned around to a couple of my local deluxe paint stores. I phoned them about a week or so ago. They didn't have any of it in stock, didn't know when they were getting it back in stock. That's why I ordered it on Amazon. Phoned them today. One of them actually had 1 gallon bottle of it in stock. I asked them to hold it for me. I went in, I picked it up. I now have a gallon of Floetrol. So what I did was I went to Danny Clark's channel, and I've reviewed him in one of my vlogs as well, and he has a recipe for creating cells using just Floetrol and alcohol. His recipe involves 25 milliliters of Floetrol, and I measured it out in these little cups, and I've marked these for future use. I know that this holds 25 milliliters, so Floetrol in those. 5 milliliters of paint. Now at first I got out my little graduated cups and put in 5 milliliters of paint, but then that's not going to be big enough to mix the two together, so I got out my bigger cups, and I bought this electronic scale because he weighs his stuff using an electronic scale. So this electronic scale will weigh things out in milliliters as well as in grams and pounds and everything. So I set it for weighing liquid in milliliters and adjust it for the weight of the cup, and this now has 5 milliliters of paint in it. And the paint that I'm using, I'm going to use 3 colors only today. They're all Amsterdam colors, so all my paints are the same brand. This is an opaque white. This is a semi-transparent ultramarine blue, or just blue, what do they call it? Got glare on it, can't read it. Yeah, blue. Oh, it's that funny word. I can never say it. It's the one with the P. Anyways. And then this one is, I think, transparent. Yes, according to the symbol. This is transparent, and this is a deeper shade of blue. And they call it blue. Okay. So, those are the colors I'm using. So, what I've already done is I've mixed 5 milliliters of paint with 25 milliliters of Floetrol in these 3 cups. The last ingredient is alcohol, 2 milliliters of alcohol. I have 3 little cups with 2 milliliters of alcohol measured in each. He used 91%. I don't have 91%. I have 99%. So that's what I'm using. So I'm going to mix them in. Okay, I've got all my paints mixed, so I'm just going to go back, give them all another additional stir. And I'm going to do this as a flip cup dirty pour. So I'm going to use white as my base. Remember, it's the one that's opaque. And then I'm going to put in my darker blue next, and this was the one that, this one is transparent, and then this one is semi-transparent, I believe. The lighter blue, just looking for the symbol, yeah, semi-transparent. I don't know if those have any bearing on creating cells or not, but we'll see. And I'm going to pour everything in here. I'm just going to do a 6x6 canvas. So this should be lots of paint for that. I suppose if you're doing a bigger canvas, you need to maybe double your recipe for an 8x10, just to make sure that you have enough paint. And now the lighter blue. Now some people I know are talking about pouring it from on high, pouring it low, pouring it to the side, pouring it straight down. I don't know. I just want some bloody cells. Okay. I have my paint in my cup. Just set this to the side. I also have my torch handy. I'm going to grab my canvas. Here's my little 6x6 pre-gessoed canvas. It came gessoed. I didn't do any gessoing to it. And I've got it on my new invention, my little platform. And I talked about that in my vlog earlier. And basically it's slightly smaller than the canvas rather than using a cup. Gives me more stability, I hope. And also I put freezer paper on top of that little platform, you see, so that any paint that does get on that, when it dries, I can peel it off. Okay, here we go. Please, 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 give me cells, give me cells. So, take this. It's my stand. I'm going to stand here. Get this balanced. Okay, I'm just going to let that take a second or two to drip down. Keep it in the shot. And let's go. Oh, I think it may have worked. I think it may have worked. I see cells. I see cells. Okay, while it's running, let's hit it with the heat. Yes, look, I'm getting cells. I am getting cells. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, I'm trying to keep those cells, as many as I can. Okay, let's just touch up the edges. Oh yeah, I got cells. Finally. Finally. This doesn't mean, though, I'm done experimenting, because somebody else I saw was getting cells using dish soap. So I still want to try that too. But I am so happy. I finally got cells. Let's just flip this around to make sure I'm getting stuff on all the corners. No water, people. I did not use water in this. Only 2 milliliters, Danny Clark's recipe, of 99% alcohol. He used 91. I'm not sure if the percentage of alcohol makes a difference. I used what I had. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to hit it with the torch one more time. And then I'm just going to leave it. Because why screw with success? Just trying to get this off my gloves here. That's it. I think that's all I can get. But there they are. Cells. Yes. Finally. Worth the wait for the Floetrol. And actually the Floetrol wasn't that expensive. Yeah, I got a gallon jug of it at a deluxe paint store. So if you're in Canada, that might be the place to try it if you're having difficulty getting Floetrol. And it was, with tax, $20. At first he quoted me, I thought $24.95, but it came up with the tax, $20. So bargain, because you don't use that much Floetrol. 25 milliliters sounds like a lot, but it's not. You saw how much. One of these little cups. That's all it is. So this is looking good. Now I'm wondering if it's also, this time I purposely made sure that I picked paints, one that was opaque, one that was transparent, one that was semi-transparent. I don't know if that has a bearing on it or not, but this worked out and it is gorgeous. I'm very happy. Okay, so that's my Floetrol experiment. Floetrol to date is the product of choice. No silicone, nothing, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm going to try other things later on. Okay, so stay tuned for acrylic pouring video number 7. I think in that one I'm going to try the dish soap. Bye-bye.